Well, here we are, another SX-64. I wasn't going to make a video of this because, well, you'll see what I'm talking about. I mean, for one, the drive makes a weird noise. I know that. But the other is the screen is all garbled. So I immediately thought, well, 9 times out of 10, it's the PLA. And I'm not going to make another video of replacing a PLA again. So I went ahead and replaced the PLA. Well, I took it out and tested it, and it tested good, actually. So I didn't replace the PLA. So the PLA was good. The kernel was good. So I'm thinking, well, I'll have to look at the CIA chips. But in my process of taking these boards, after I had replaced the PLA, just in case, I'm sorry, the kernel, just in case, well, I'll let you see what happens. If you take the I/O board out and disconnect it, it's a garbled screen right now with everything hooked up. But let's just turn this thing off. And let me see if I can raise this up a bit so you can see what I'm doing here. There we go. So all I'm going to do is unplug. I already took the back out a little bit. I'm going to unplug the I/O board. Okay. And now let's see what happens. Make sure that the I/O board doesn't touch anything there. And let's bring this back down. I just wanted to show you that I was unplugging the I/O board. And lo and behold, no cursor, mind you, but that's normal because I have the I/O board. So this, what I'm trying to point out here is this is one way to test, you know, the chips that are on the main board, and if there's something up with the I/O board. If you disconnect it and you get this screen, chances are all the chips on the main board are working and good, and your problem is on the I/O board, typically the CIA chips. So anyways, wanted to pass along that little tidbit of troubleshooting. I'm going to go ahead and take out the short board and test a couple of CIA chips here. Won't bother dealing with it on camera, but I'll give you an update once I get the chips out and put them on the tester. That's very simplistic. It's a 1, 2, 3 thing. So stay tuned. Okay, so sure enough, one of the CIAs tested bad. So replace the bad CIA chip. We can just turn this thing on. Let's keep our fingers crossed. You're looking at it for the first time like I am after replacing the chip, but it tested bad, so there you go. So one more SX-64 repaired. So basically the CIA chip is on this little, let me see here if I can get this, on this little short board here. You basically unplug it from the side, take out this 1, 2, 3 connectors, 4 with this little one. So 1, 2, 3, 4. You take these 4 connectors off, and the board should just slide right out from the plug on the side here on the main board. And I don't take the whole thing out because there's another connector, 2 actually below it. But taking these 4 connectors out is enough to raise this board up and give you access to the CIA chips just above the cartridge bay here. So I don't really take the entire thing apart and take the whole thing out. I just give myself enough clearance to replace the chips. So it was one of the CIAs that was bad. Put it on the chip tester and replaced it, and now we're back in business. I'm going to leave the drive issue for another day. The drive makes a real strange high-pitched noise when it's on, and that entails more than likely cleaning the drive and making sure that the motor is intact. So that entails taking the computer, turning it upside down, taking the bottom cover off, and that'll give you access to the disk drive. So there you have it. We can push this back in place. Hope you got something out of this short and sweet video, but hey, we got another one out in the wild again, back from the dead. So like I always say, live for today, live like it's all your last. Peace out.